Today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. This is new to me and I haven't quite discovered my style for doing it, but fingers crossed this is an enjoyable video for you and an informative video. So I've been sent this in this bubble wrap. I haven't even opened it up yet. It's a Beeline MOTO II. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Beeline, they started back in sort of 2015, 2016, I think, as time flies. The idea was they wanted to create a product which was like a compass for cyclists, for push bikes. Word got around, it was a huge hit, and the motorcycling community discovered it as well. And were like, hang on, this sounds like a great piece of kit, I want that. And time went on, lots of R&D, back and forth, developing, and they came out eventually with the MOTO I. Now, I don't have one of those to hand, unfortunately. I've never used it. I always remember seeing them, and it just looked like a snazzy, cool piece of kit. Because, you know, as I said, it's a compass on your handlebars. Time's gone on. They've listened to their customers. They've taken on that feedback, and they've now produced the MOTO II, which I have here. What I want to do today is really go ahead and open this up, do a little unboxing, show what the product looks like, the close-up details of it all. I want to show you the app. So there's an app which I've downloaded. I've created an account, but I haven't paired it or anything yet. So what I want to do is show you in real time how to pair that and what it looks like and what the screens and everything look like, the dashboard, so to speak. Then I've got a couple of loan bikes at the moment. One's a CCM Bobber and one is a Norton Commando 961 SP. Two stupidly beautiful bikes. They are stunning. Everywhere I go on them, they're turning heads and they both just sound incredible. So what I want to do is show you how easy, or fingers crossed it's easy, to install this on there, because they have different handlebars, a different kind of center point clamp. How good is this product at adapting to the bike it's being put on? Let's go for a little ride, POV. Fingers crossed my camera will actually pick up the turn by turn and everything that's going on the actual little gadget. No idea how long this is going to go on for. I'll try and keep it concise. But what I want to just quickly say is, when I first started riding, I'd get lost all the time. And it might just be because I didn't recognize the town name, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't realize you had to go through there to get to where I wanted to go. So eventually I got some kind of phone mount from Amazon. That was appalling. Always thought the phone was going to fall off. Quad lock I then discovered them, purchased a couple of bits and pieces and never looked back. And I'm one of those people, I don't mind having my phone on the handlebars. I don't mind having it on display. Yes, they're an expensive piece of kit. An iPhone, this is a 14 Pro. Some people don't want to have their phone on display. They don't want their phone getting battled by the elements all the time if you're out in the rain, or even the risk of the camera going wrong because of the vibrations. I, for one, have never had a problem with that, so I don't mind having my phone in my handlebars. But there's obviously a bunch of people out there, there's a whole community that don't want to have something like this on their bars. And so that's where the MOTO II comes in, and that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little thank you card from Beeline, which is very sweet. Thank you very much. So that's where the idea is. Rather than having your phone on there, you just have your phone tucked away in your pocket. You're not going to get distracted by notifications, whatever it might be. Instead, you just have a little compass there that gets you from A to B. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So without further ado, I'm waffling on again. Let's get this video started. Let's look at the MOTO II. Nice looking box. Really cool little features are that on the side of it, is this going to focus? It shows all the features of the MOTO II. So it says, quick and easily planning amazing routes, compass mode, global mapping, distraction-free turn-by-turn navigation, GPX route import, audio guidance. It then says IP67. Now, if I'm correct, I think IP67 means it's completely waterproof. Super bright anti-glare display, on-bike charging, which is snazzy, glove friendly, also very important. So many times when I've been maybe using my phone as my mount, I've worn a pair of gloves and gone, oh, I can't actually change or can't actually do anything with the screen. So say, for example, it comes up with a navigation change saying faster route this way or obstruction ahead, change route, do you want to confirm? I can't actually accept because the gloves I've got on aren't compatible with my screen. Annoying, because I do have lots of different gloves. Some work perfectly and others don't. And just a bit like, whereas this apparently is glove friendly. So they're buttons rather than like an actual screen, which is nice. USB-C, 14-hour battery life, has LED alerts, a speedo built in, and then a clock. What's in the box? The silver MOTO II device. universal handlebar mount, USB-C charge cable, quick start guide, and then it's the metal edition. Requires a smartphone to operate, all that stuff. Okay, cool, awesome. So this is a silver Moto 2 device. It's a metal edition silver. So let's look at what that is then. There it is, this is the device. Oh yeah. Cat-candid, sorry cat-candid. Hold button to power on off. Right, so this is the device. Well, I don't know where I'm putting all this. I want to make this neat as I'm going. Let's put that to one side for now. Let's see what else is in the box. Got a universal mount. You see that here? A universal mount, and then down the very bottom, let's move over here, put that there. We've got a USB-C cable and some mount bands. Oh wow, okay, so we've got 4 mount bands, a USB, two different sizes, small and large. I'm guessing that's to accommodate different size motorcycle handlebars, as we know they're not universal. Device buttons, cycle mode, UI control, power cycle modes. Okay, so I'm just looking at it here. Let's see if I can get this on screen. Can you see that? There's a little power logo there. Right, so this is the app. So, scan to get app. I believe I've done that. Settings. So I'm subscribed to all this, that's all fine. So how do I actually connect device? Looking for a Beeline, is it on or nearby? CCC7. Pair. Whilst that's working in the background, I might just quickly read you some bits and pieces. Beeline is here to make two-wheel journeys better. In fact, it's our mission. After getting lost in London several times, Mark and Tom joked that a compass on their handlebars would make life a lot easier. After thinking it over, they realised they could be a lot smarter than that and worked on creating a simple navigation solution which makes getting around a pleasure. Fast forward a few years and that back to basics idea has come a long way. So there you have it. Similar story to me. I'd always get lost. I'd always be enjoying getting lost. But knowing that you can sort of have something on your handlebars which gets you there is a great idea. So they started back in 2015. 2018, many motorcyclists have been in touch to ask Beeline to build something for them. So that's where it all came about. Beeline has built a community of over 100,000 Beeliners all over the world, and together they've amassed over 140,000 kilometers by Beeline. That's incredible. No, sorry, not 140,000, 140 million. I say 140,000 isn't much. 140 million kilometers by Beeline. This is now synced up. This is me just constantly pressing the power button on the back. So it's just one button, 45% battery. It knows my phone has 65%. There's a, right, so there's buttons on either side. Button there, so about, right, okay. So that's it, those are the three tabs. But it'd be fun to actually do a little comparison of the Moto 1 and the Moto 2. So the Moto was 50mm total diameter, the Moto 2 is 53mm total diameter. The screen area of the original was 507mm squared, so 507mm squared. The new one is 1064mm squared. So even though they're a very similar size in terms of overall size, the screen on the new one, the screen area is practically double, it's over double of the original, which I hadn't appreciated. When looking at the image of the original here, it is just directly in the middle with a huge sort of black ring around it, whereas this it goes up to the edges, and you know, it's got these beveled edges here with the screws and bits and pieces and the LED light. But amazing to see that they've kept the same size, so it's a size that people are used to, but they managed to get so much more out of the screen area. The resolution is 208 by 208 on the original, where in the new it's 412 by 412. It's a transflective LCD on the original, whereas this is an IPS TFT, sounds very snazzy. In terms of display, there is none, whereas with this new one, there is the anti-glare and hydrophobic display. In terms of weight, the original was 29 grams, the new one being 42 grams. And in terms of battery life, again, they've managed to nearly get double here. It's 350 milliamp hours in the original, and now it's 600 milliamp hours. So that's what was that 14 hours I mentioned on the side there at the beginning. What I think would be a good next step is to go outside to the bikes, take everything with me. I've got it all here, and it's nice how there is so little to it. It's literally this bit, that slots onto there, and then you choose your band. There is so little to it. There's no screwing anything in place or bolts or anything like that. It's actually a breath of fresh air knowing how little there is to actually have to do. As mentioned, I have two bikes on loan right now, two beautiful machines. The first is this CCM bobber. Literally, I took one of these out on a test ride about a year ago and just couldn't get over how much fun it was. It is a single cylinder motorcycle, 650cc capacity, and it's just like a little 125 on steroids. It reminds you of being on a 125, but with all that oomph and all that power, and you can actually get by, and with a deafening soundtrack. Honestly, quite the machine, beautiful, grab so much tension, carbon fibre absolutely everywhere. You can customise this bike how you want. But there's this bike, and then there's also a Norton Commando 961 SP, which equally, when you fire it up and start riding, it's just like thunder. People will hear you coming from miles off. It is truly menacing, and it just has so much presence, because again, you never see a Norton on the road. So and people associate Norton, they're like, what are these machines? Everyone's familiar with the term Norton and the brand Norton, the manufacturer, but they never see them. So they are unicorns. Both of these really are unicorns. When you see one on the road, your jaw hits the floor. They have different handlebars. The CCM here has some kind of plate in the middle. The plate actually holds it on. It actually holds on the speedo, the odometer, the whole display. It's a beautiful milled piece here. So you have the handlebars, then you have this big bit in the middle which says CCM bobber on it. With the Norton, it's again, it has big, thick, chunky handlebars, but there is no center plate like this. You have access to the handlebar in the middle. So what I thought would be nice to do is just show how and where you can install the Moto II on bikes like this. Right, so I have attached the two larger bands in place in the tighter slots. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to put it on here. I don't think I want to cover up the CCM bobber side of things. It looks beautiful how it's been milled out. I'm guessing this is aluminium. What I want to do is put it here to the side, and you just line it up. Take one and then slot it in, and take the other one, ooh, fiddly, and slot it in. So if I'm now pulling on that, that's pretty secure, to be fair. That's more than secure. Like, there's a lot of resistance there in these bands, and these are the larger ones. I can literally take the Moto II, and you hear that click. It's in. That is it. That is how easy this is. I want to take it off, boom, done. It really is simple. And then just, again, I'd have gloves on, hold the back, boom, there you have it. It's charged. It's in. Options. I can go ahead and ride. Right, we're literally going to do the same thing again. We're going to take the larger bands. In this case here, I'm actually going to put it in the middle. I know it's a shame to cover up the Norton because that just looks beautiful. It's a really nice detail. But I'm going to take it, feed it underneath, yoink, slots into place, take the other one, feed it underneath, and yoink, and try and actually get it in the middle, because that's going to annoy a lot of people if it's not in the middle, I guarantee it. So that's there, and then again, take your Moto II, and it's on. And the silver actually goes really nicely with these clamps here. So that looks good. I do wonder how it would look, as it's an all black bike, I do wonder how it would look if I had the black one or the gunmetal grey one. But that is how easy it is to install this across various motorcycles. Just literally take the rubber bands or the bands, choose the appropriate side, slot it in, and when you're done, off it goes. Yoink, yoink, and it's there. It's like it was never there in the first place. No screwdriver, no Allen key, nothing like that required to take it off. Right, hello everyone, welcome back. So, we've done a lot in this video so far, we're all over the place. It is a different day, as you can probably tell from the weather. I've popped out on the Norton, which is looking rather lovely. Just turn on. It is 11:11. I really hope you can see this okay. We're going to plan a ride. I want to go to, where to? Alresford. Let's put Alresford, because that is the nearest area. So as you can see, it's a very simple journey. So that's compass. That's fast mode, which just takes me along the A31. I know this road. Very easy, literally 15 minutes that way, 19 minutes that way, 10 miles. If I were to put it on compass, I would just set off in a direction, and it would always be pointing to my end goal. So I could take this road, for example, travel down here and be pointing towards there. I could carry on down here if I wanted to explore and head towards, I'd go past Barnstorm and all those things down there. And the compass would continually be pointing towards New Alresford, I believe, telling me where I need to go, which is pretty cool. In the options, we've got motorcycle on there, route preferences, that's all fine. Map type, I'm going to keep it on map, I don't like anything else. We could have some fun with this, we could make it a nice little route. We could carry on down here and then go along, is that the A272 I think, and then up. So if we do fast, let's put it on fast, and then I'm going to purposely take wrong directions to explore what it's going to suggest for me, and we can go from there. So I'm going to click go. It is now rerouting, it is now figuring out where to go. Oh, I hope you can hear that. Really hope you can hear that. Gosh, it's miserable. Now I can see. I couldn't see it before. Okay, so I've got 0.1 miles, I've got a wrap there. If I click that button on the back, 20 minutes, 10.9 miles, that's my miles per hour. This is how long I've been riding, it has a compass, that's cool, how many miles I've done. Battery, ride menu. So the solid route, the solid line is the route I need to be taking. So right here, for example, following it round, these LEDs are flashing. 0.5 miles to take the third exit. I think I'm going to go a different route though, to see what it's like. Right, so I'm going to take this left here. What does it do? Rerouting 4.7 miles to carry on down this way. Okay. So if I tap that, I do 58.9 miles per hour. That's cool. So it actually shows you what the speed limit is on this road. I will say is so number of times I've been using another phone mount, my quad lock, and I haven't got the case on it. You forget it's called the poncho. Sometimes I don't have the poncho with me, and it's a bit like my phone's now getting absolutely soaked to the point you can't really see the screen. But this is doing brilliantly. I can see this clearly now. I've got orientate system further down. So 0.5 miles wants me to go right. Right, so I'm in neutral. Right, so there for example, it wants me to make a turn and go back that way. I'm going to try and keep the gloves on. So I want to, for example, go to ride menu, which is
end ride, stop ride, skip waypoints. So I don't want to do any of those. Yes. Brainwave. If it's there, you just tap it. So I'm trying to get. I'm literally a moron. Well, this is what testing is for. So rather than obviously these ones I can get to with ease. Yeah, okay. I've clocked it, guys. I've clocked it. These ones I can get to with ease. So I can go down 17 mins, all of that. That's fine. Show my average speed, showing how long I've been riding, all of that. If I want to go to the ride menu, rather than trying to get underneath it, you just tap on top. And then, yeah, underneath. That's game. What have I been trying to say about trying to get underneath? Silly me. Really silly me. I mean, it even works that way as well. You can just press down. You don't even have to press the sides. Literally just press around. Yeah, okay, I'm a fool. What I want to do, I know where I'm going, I think, but I want to try a different route. So let's get the phone out quickly. So we've stopped on the side of the road. This is the fast route. The turn just back there, literally over there. Fun route takes me down here, and compass is just up to me. Let's try compass for a laugh. So compass is telling me 6.4 miles that way. So at the moment I'm literally just pressing the top of it. Changes everything knowing that now. So I could have turned there for example and seen where that takes me. Gosh, it's a beautiful road. That's rather beautiful. That's gorgeous. Picture a bike like this, it's an autumn. I'm just not in a rush. So 5.3 miles that way. So again, I know I could go right here, for example, but I really don't want to take back roads on a day like this, on a bike like this. Just too messy, too much muck. I'd rather stick to a main road. So actually here, funnily enough, we're coming up to Loomies. But here on the left is the new caffeine machine, for those of you who might be interested. Right, so we're moving in the right direction at least. 5 miles that way. Shall we go right here? 2.5 miles. It's been a nice journey so far. Really nice journey. Chilled. Ah, 0 miles. So I made it. There we go. I've completed my route. I'm going to go ride menu, end ride, click. 11 miles, 16 minutes, 39 miles per hour. Average speed. Any more? What's that? Yeah. That's it. Right. That was at 11 miles, 39 miles per hour of speed, 65.5 max speed. Ooh. Moving time 16.5 minutes, a lap time 18. Journeys, that's all I've done there. Yeah, awesome. So I can actually go back and see all my rides, which I like. That was a morning ride there, to that bit, 6.6, 40, 944. Very cool. I like this a lot. So you can go back and see it on heat map. That just shows, okay, that's just kind of an idea of where you're riding. Obviously I haven't got enough on there yet, but I've done 18 miles, 57 minutes of riding and done 3 journeys. That is all my information, which you probably don't want to see. But very cool, really enjoyed this. Saved routes, I can add that, I can add in more favourite places if I want to. Just all in all, a very, very swanky piece of kit. Thoroughly enjoying it, and that just sits on there, and then when I'm done, turn it off, and there you go. And that can easily come off as well. Superb. I think someone who regularly uses a phone for their navigation, right now my phone would normally be sitting there, or like there. And sometimes it blocks off the clocks, which is kind of annoying. Sometimes it ruins the look of the handlebars. It feels like that, or it feels like that. This just sits neatly in the middle, squeezes, slots on so easily, just lines it up. Ooh, there we go. Line it up, on, it's on. It's that easy, it can all come off. I can see it perfectly clearly. The battery's phenomenal, I can charge it there with USB-C, it has the light LEDs. I just love the fact now that I realise I can just tap it like that, because the buttons are down here, so they obviously press against that, so you just tap on the top. That makes so much more sense than what I was worrying about before. So at the CCM I wanted to have it there, I could just tap it from there, I'm not actually going to get my finger underneath. But all in all, very cool piece of kit. Definitely going to be using more of this. I might even get myself one of the dark ones as well, to switch it up. I do like the idea of the black or the gunmetal grey. So there we have it. Let's leave it there, shall we? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this insightful. Do go and check out Moto. Moment of truth, is this still recording? Aha, it is. Superb. I'm going to stop that there. Oh, it's a bit wet. See you around. All the best. Bye-bye.